The Iraqi Dinar today latest news. Welcome back to the channel, where we peel back the layers of global finance to see what is really happening with the currencies we follow every day. It is easy to get lost in the daily noise of social media rumors, but today we are focused on something far more substantial: movement within the global financial architecture. If you have a stake in the Iraqi dinar or the Vietnamese dong, it is time to shift your perspective away from the headlines and toward the systems themselves. Behind the scenes, a very quiet but powerful evolution is taking place, led by institutional reviews that actually dictate how nations interact with the global economy. These are the moments that truly shape the future, away from the hype and grounded in the reality of international monetary standards and structural reform. Right now, in early 2026, we are witnessing a significant period for both Iraq and Vietnam, as they undergo rigorous evaluations by global financial entities like the World Bank. These reviews are not about checking boxes, they are about assessing the integrity of the entire financial engine. While most people are searching for a specific number on a screen, the real story is about direction and momentum. The world is currently in the midst of a massive financial reset, changing the way countries trade, store value, and manage their money across borders. This is a transformation built on digital infrastructure, tighter regulations, and modernized banking systems. Currencies do not gain strength simply because people hope they will. They gain strength when the underlying systems become reliable, transparent, and fully integrated into the global network. Iraq and Vietnam have spent years working to modernize their financial foundations, and those long-term efforts are now being put to the test. Iraq has been on a difficult journey of rebuilding its institutions from the ground up, while Vietnam has rapidly expanded its role as a global manufacturing and export powerhouse. These are not overnight success stories, but rather deep, structural transformations that have been decades in the making. When international institutions conduct reviews, they are essentially checking if money can flow through these countries safely and efficiently. This is the ultimate litmus test for any currency. The reason the dinar and the dong are receiving such high-level attention right now is due to their commitment to reform, compliance, and connectivity in an increasingly digital world. To understand why a World Bank level review matters so much in 2026, we have to look at what they are actually inspecting. They aren't looking at the outward appearance of a country's economy. They are looking at the mechanical parts. They examine how banks operate, how payment systems move, how corruption is mitigated, and how international trade is financed. A nation can possess vast natural wealth, but if its financial system is fragmented or isolated, its currency will struggle to find footing. Iraq's past struggles were largely tied to a cash-heavy, antiquated system that kept it separated from the rest of the world. However, the recent shift toward electronic payments, centralized customs, and digital salary systems represents a massive leap forward in making the dinar a functional part of global finance. The shift toward a digital economy in Iraq is one of the most significant changes we have seen in recent years. By moving government salaries to electronic platforms and centralizing the management of oil revenues, the country is removing the shadows where inefficiency and corruption used to hide. These reforms might not sound as exciting as a sudden price jump, but they are the necessary ingredients for a stable and trusted currency. A strong currency starts with a boring system that works perfectly every time. As these reforms become more consistent and sustainable, they send a powerful signal to the global financial community that Iraq is becoming a safer and more attractive partner for international trade and investment. While Iraq focuses on internal restructuring, Vietnam has been positioning itself as one of the most vital hubs in the global supply chain. Major international corporations now depend on Vietnam for the production of everything from high-tech electronics to machinery parts. Because of this, the Vietnamese dong is being integrated into international trade finance at an unprecedented rate. As Vietnam modernizes its banking and settlement systems, it is making it easier for global partners to use its currency in contracts and reserves. Currencies grow when trade grows, and as money moves more easily across Vietnam's borders, the level of trust in the dong continues to rise. This usability is what eventually leads to long-term value in the eyes of the world. One of the biggest misconceptions in the world of currency is the idea that value is created by an announcement. In reality, value is supported by the highway of the financial system. If the road is broken and full of potholes, no one wants to drive on it, regardless of the speed limit. Iraq and Vietnam have been busy repairing their financial highways by installing new banking rails, transparency tools, and digital payment systems. In 2026, the global market cares more about speed, safety, and compliance than it ever has before. As these two nations move away from cash-based systems and toward regulated, traceable digital networks, they are building the foundation that will support their currency's relevance for years to come. Timing is another area where many people get confused. Everyone wants to know exactly when a change will happen. But currency reform is based on readiness, not a calendar date. You don't inspect a building while the foundation is still being poured. You inspect it when it is nearing completion and ready for use. The fact that we are seeing high-level institutional reviews now suggests that Iraq and Vietnam are entering an advanced stage of their reform journeys. Iraq is no longer just trying to survive, it is optimizing its systems for growth. Vietnam is no longer just an emerging market, it is a strategic player in the Asia-Pacific region. This shift from preparation to positioning is a major milestone in the evolution of their financial systems. Confidence is the fuel that keeps a currency moving. If international businesses and banks trust a system, they will use that currency to clear payments and deploy capital. Iraq has been working tirelessly to earn this trust by cleaning up its banking oversight and aligning its laws with international standards. Similarly, Vietnam has been making its banking environment more predictable by strengthening its trade finance laws and improving its digital infrastructure. In the world of high finance, predictability is more valuable than gold. When global institutions see fewer surprises and more stability, they see an opportunity for deeper participation. This participation is where the real, sustainable value of a currency begins to take shape. Risk reduction is another critical component of these ongoing reviews. Major financial players and institutional investors stay away from systems where the laws are unclear or payment rails are weak. Iraq's efforts to improve border controls, implement anti-money laundering tools, and expand digital payments are all designed to lower the perceived risk of doing business there. Vietnam is following a similar path by modernizing its trade documentation and banking supervision. As the risk of engaging with these economies drops, the level of access for international banks and investors increases. Higher volume and more frequent usage are what naturally move a currency forward over the long term, far more than any speculative rumor ever could. We also have to consider the broader global cycle. In 2026, supply chains are shifting, and the way money moves across borders is being completely reorganized. Iraq and Vietnam fit perfectly into this transition because of their strategic importance. Iraq is a central node for energy and regional trade, while Vietnam is a leader in manufacturing and export logistics. Strategic countries receive a different level of attention when they improve their systems because their success has a ripple effect on the global economy. As they align themselves with the new standards of digital trade and faster settlement, they are becoming integral parts of the world's financial future. Rather than remaining isolated on the sidelines, it is helpful to think of these systemic reforms as removing friction from a heavy cart. For years, Iraq and Vietnam were pushing their economies uphill again. A lot of resistance from outdated laws and inefficient systems. Now, through digital payments, banking upgrades, and trade reforms, that resistance is being stripped away. Less friction allows for more movement, and more movement leads to greater currency relevance. This isn't about an overnight explosion. It's about the doors of global finance opening wider for these nations. Smart observers aren't just looking at the final valuation. They are watching the access and activity that always precede a change. In how a currency is perceived globally, stability is the final piece of the puzzle that institutional reviews aim to confirm. Global financial entities prefer controlled, steady progress over chaotic or sudden shifts. Iraq's gradual approach to reform is designed to avoid economic shocks that could destabilize the region. Vietnam's managed adjustments are intended to prevent the kind of volatility that scares off long-term investors. By showing this kind of controlled growth, both countries are building a track record of reliability. In 2026, this kind of stability is incredibly valuable. These reviews are essentially a guide to ensure that the progress remains on track without causing any major disruptions to the international market. The impact on global trade cannot be overstated. As Iraq automates its customs and improves the management of its oil revenues, the international community gains more trust in the country's trade flows. As Vietnam expands its logistics infrastructure and digital documentation, it speeds up the pace of international commerce. Trade creates a natural demand for a currency, and every shipment contract settled in that currency increases its global footprint. Iraq and Vietnam aren't trying to force the world to value their money. They are building the trade ecosystems that make their currencies more useful and, by extension, more valuable in the natural course of global business. Digital transformation is perhaps the most visible sign of this progress. In the modern world, money is essentially data. Iraq's leap into mobile banking and electronic salary payments is a significant move toward reducing corruption and increasing the speed of transactions. Vietnam's integration of fintech and cross-border payment tools is achieving similar results. These digital systems provide a level of transparency that was simply impossible in the old cash-based models. Transparency builds the trust that attracts global participation, and that participation is the lifeblood of any healthy currency ecosystem. These are the structural wins that are far more important than the sensational headlines we often see. Another silent driver of this evolution is legal and political coordination. Iraq has spent the last couple of years unfreezing and updating laws that had been stagnant for a long time, while Vietnam has been adjusting its regulations to better support foreign investment. Clear and reliable laws provide the backbone for financial credibility. Investors at international banks need to know the rules of the game before they commit significant capital. When the legal environment stabilizes, capital flows more freely, which in turn supports the stability of the currency. While these topics might not be flashy, they are the essential building block for a nation's standing in the international financial community. Patience is often the hardest part of following these stories, but it is necessary. Many people walk away from the news just as the real momentum is starting to build. Currency reform is a complex, multi-step process that happens slowly at first and then accelerates as the pieces fall into place. Iraq and Vietnam have been climbing these steps for years, and in 2026, the steps are finally getting closer together. This signifies a period of acceleration, where the work of the past is beginning to yield visible results in the present. It is a transition from the whispering stage of reform to a period where the landscape has fundamentally changed. In 2026, global competition for trade routes and investment is higher than ever. Iraq's improvements make it more competitive in the energy sector, while Vietnam's upgrades make it more attractive for manufacturing. This competition naturally attracts more capital, and that capital strengthens the very systems that support the currency. It is a self-reinforcing cycle of growth and modernization. As these countries become more active participants in this cycle, their currencies become more relevant to the global economy. This is the real story that we need to keep our eyes on: the steady, methodical integration of these nations into the world's financial core. As we look toward the future, it is clear that the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong are no longer just speculative topics for discussion. They are becoming active participants in a global financial system that is being reshaped by technology and transparency. The strategic positioning of Iraq in the Middle East and Vietnam, Southeast Asia, makes their success important on a global scale. When these countries upgrade their systems, the impact is felt far beyond their own borders. This is why the attention from international institutions continues to grow. It is a recognition of the progress that has been made and the potential that is being unlocked through disciplined reform. In closing, remember that real financial change rarely begins with a loud announcement. It starts with the quiet work of structural upgrades, regulatory changes, and institutional reviews. Today, Iraq and Vietnam, are speaking through their actions and their infrastructure rather than through hype. This is how a true currency evolution begins and sustains itself over time. Thank you for staying with me through this deep dive into the real drivers of change. If this perspective helped clarify what is happening behind the scenes, please consider sharing this information. We are here to monitor the actual process of reform, staying calm, informed, as the global landscape continues to shift.